Mr. Boo.
Ho, 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 ho.
Hello, everyone. It is I, Mr. Boo, the entertainment guru, right here on YouTube. You can also find me on Twitch doing my gaming thing, and over on TikTok doing, well, not much, but I'm getting there. But today we are here to talk about a review of a series. It's not new, it's not all that old, but it's not new. It has not one, not two, but 3 seasons. And I'm here to talk about this wonderful Hulu original series that I think would be wonderful to actually sit and watch with the holiday season coming up. It is not Christmas themed, it is not holiday themed, but it is something that can be easily watched and enjoyed over a vacation, a holiday season, or just a staycation. Whatever kind of vacation you're taking. Maybe for New Year's you got the weekend off. All right, well, jump in to Only Murders in the Building over on Hulu. No matter what you're doing, even if it's just a weekend off, this is a great little show. It revolves around two older gentlemen played by the comic greats that they are. Two of the three amigos, the father of the bride, and the wedding planner of the bride, Steve Martin and Martin Short. Martin Short is a failed Broadway producer. Something kind of terrible happened. It's kind of funny, and that's why he's not doing Broadway shows anymore. And then Steve Martin is a retired television star who played a detective named Brazos. They join up with none other than a younger lady who, is hip and jive to all that's going on, and they are old and they are not, and it's hilarious. Selena Gomez. And you would think with the names like Steve Martin, Martin Short, Selena Gomez, that, hey, the rating can't be that bad. Well, it's not, but it's not G, it's not PG, it's not PG-13. It is rated mature for language, violence, adult situations. There are murders in the building, and they are shown. And let me tell you, the first time I actually watched this, I was kind of used to every once in a while hearing Steve Martin and Martin Short. They're comedians. You've heard them cuss. But when Selena Gomez let out an F-bomb, I was like, Wizards of Waverly, what did she say? I used to watch Wizards of Waverly Place, and I was like, when she was like, I don't even know how, like when she said it, I was like, yeah, Wizards of Waverly, what did she say? But before I ramble on about just how great the cast is, they're not the only ones, because there are guest stars like Paul Rudd. He's Ant-Man. The guy whom I can't ever remember his name, but he was opposite of Robin Williams in The Birdcage. He was hilarious in that as like the drama queen kind of husband of Robin Williams. Um, there's Matthew Broderick. Ferris Bueller. I think in the last one there was also Mel Brooks. Keep kicking, Mel. Someone wrap that man in bubble tip. That man is another comedic genius. There's also Tina Fey. Tina Fey actually plays kind of like their inspiration and then kind of their rival, because these three, what they have in common is the two older gentlemen are kind of neighborly. They're friends. They know each other in passing. They actually become really good friends when they do meet with Selena Gomez, and the reason she is in this high rise, high rent, beautiful apartment in New York is because she's living in her aunt's space until her aunt can actually get it all worked out and sell the apartment, get it remodeled, redone, and ready to sell. So she's staying there in the meantime. They run into each other. They're all three fans of Tina Fey's podcast, which is a murder mystery, a true crime podcast. And all three of them love true crime. So what happens when a murder takes place in the building? These three just, in a roundabout way, start talking, start meeting, become friends, and become podcast partners with the podcast Only Murders in the Building. But it is a hilarious murder mystery with two great comedic geniuses. Selena Gomez brings something special to the table. All the guest stars bring something good to the table. If you are looking for a comedy that's not way out there, that's not too raunchy, like I said, it is rated mature, but it is probably the most friendliest M for rating that I've ever seen, because I would say you could sit down with your teenager and watch this, maybe even a intelligent, well-rounded tween. I don't think anything's going to come off in this show that's going to offend anyone or make anyone do or say anything, at all that would be out of place. It's definitely not, The Boys. It's definitely not Terrifier. It's definitely not, Sex in the City. The mature rating, I think, is just there as like the guideline for the fact that there is language. There are adult themes, and it is revolving around the M word. One of the most vile crimes there are, next to another word I am not going to say here on YouTube. But yes, these three embark on trying to solve the crimes. It's not even just a podcast. They are trying to solve the crimes. They are trying to work alongside the police, even though the police want none of what they're handing them. I do have to say that it is a show that I think, shout out here, that my parents, my mother and father would love. Yeah, again, rated mature. I know some of it might not be your thing, but you guys introduced me to Steve Martin and Martin Short, and they are hilarious in this. Season 1, 5 stars. Season 2, 5 stars. Season 3, 5 stars. The whole series so far is 5 stars, and I think they even got renewed for a season 4. No spoilers, but of course every season there is obviously someone that perishes in or around or outside that building around these people, and then they go and they try to solve it with the podcast. And these two older gentlemen trying to like get into Selena Gomez's world in 2023 is hilarious, because, much like myself, I was born in 1986. I'm from the 90s. So when I hear people say lit or fire or it's been a minute, I'm like, why? So imagine these two who are much older trying to fit in with someone that is from that crowd. It is brilliant. And I would say that it is definitely something you need to sit down and actually give a chance. If you like murder mysteries, if you like comedies that aren't off the wall, if you kind of like smart comedies, I would say some of the comedies like that of like Seinfeld, it's very smart. The whole show's well done. So go ahead and on your Christmas break, holiday break, New Year's break, a weekend, a vacation, a staycation, go on, slap these 3 seasons on, binge through them, and just be excited for season 4 like I am. Steve Martin, Martin Short, Selena Gomez, and a whole cast of guest stars, including Tina Fey. What else could you want? It is brilliantly written. It is brilliantly produced. And everyone in it is at their best. So go watch that. And in the meantime, I'll probably go rewatch it and prepare for season 4, because it is that good. I have watched season 1 2 times now, twice. So I might just give it another go. So in the meantime, while I'm giving it another go, maybe you should give it a first go if you haven't, or another go if you have. And until next time, I've been MrBoo, Entertainment Guru, and while I'm doing that and you're doing that, if you live in an apartment building like I do, keep your eyes peeled. Know your neighbors. Know the situations, the ins and outs. Know the guests. And if something strange happens in your neighborhood, don't call Ghostbusters. Solve that crime with a podcast. All right, I'm MrBoo, Entertainment Guru. You know where to find me. I'm going to throw that thing that YouTubers have to throw up at the bottom to help their channel. And I am out.